So that was causing a problem for her having to walk, her knees and shit was bothering her.
Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Alabama's offense takes the field to start this game off. As important and as intense as this rivalry is, guys, it's usually one of the cleanest games of the season.
The thing about this game every single year is for so many years, it has national championship implications. Two great teams going at it in the same state. One thinks they're so superior. One gets looked at like down through the bottom of their nose, like
wasting no time taking a shot. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Alabama had little trouble the last time they saw the Tigers blowing out Auburn in the Iron Bowl.
Alabama made a statement. They did it from the very opening whistle. They completely dominated the Tigers in all three facets.
And the Tigers fans heard about it all year long. You know Bama loves to beat down Auburn.
He's going to throw deep right side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. These two rivals first played in 1893, but there was nearly a half-century, guys, when they didn't play each other because they got in a fight. Trying to get behind the defense. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. So Auburn's offense will go to work for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key to their...
The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
This defense got a lot of people's attention last week when they had 3 sacks. You know the offense was watching film, and they saw all these pass rushers and their abilities. They thought they had a good plan, but it's not working right now. They've already given up a sack here early in the game.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He's going to pass on second down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Moving away from pressure. The last thing you need is this guy getting knocked around. Wisely avoids the hit with the slide. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Really good-looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Fires to the big fella. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The transition of Alabama quarterbacks over the years has been fascinating, from the dreaded game manager label to playmaker.
To playmaker, to spread it out, to Heisman winner. I mean, that's how much this offense has changed and evolved, and they're going to be aggressive, and they're going to score points in this new age era.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Dropping back, it's Pope. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown time! And they strike first. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. A game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
On to attempt the try.
That's all right.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback.
How much is due come up for the year?
25-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got a man. It's De La Rosa. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Quickly complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down partner. And on 2nd down for this offense. Unloads quickly. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a better play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Auburn going to work with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets rid of it. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Using his legs to buy some time. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Got it set up on the outside. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball right.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time.
Get the fuck out of here.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. To the ground to try to move the chains. Tackle is made after the first down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Back to pass, it's Pope. Makes his connection. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Working that left side now. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And man, this guy's shown you the whole gamut, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10 in total touchdowns, rushing and passing. Had a phenomenal year. Now is the time late in the season when you can go win those individual awards.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. They'll try to power their way ahead. The Tide will get the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bama! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like.
No. If I was you, what you think you might want to wait too, wait till you select a new treasure.
Sometimes love is a slow burn. And that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution.
I probably wouldn't rush.
Their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here and they're executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
It's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. We've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
After the incompletion, it's
Oh,
second
Richmond.
down.
So that's part of the money them guys pay when they jump.
Now
They
they'll
really
run the
shouldn't
draw.
hurt the lives like talking about it.
A confident, tough, efficient run
That's
gets it
part
up
of
to the
their
44.
fees.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
And boy, is he
Fast
close
food,
to
man.
that
Large
first down. Maybe just
rituals,
a couple of
book,
inches
and
short.
the apron, and gloves.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team.
You can get that from the
It's
crowd,
off the
but
side of his
the
foot.
rituals and gloves.
And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. The Tide offense rolls onto the
Talking about
field.
Chris.
Really good
That's what you're
balance
supposed
on
to
that
get David
last
Long from.
drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming
That's
at
part
them.
of
They
their
had
money.
problems stopping everything that last drive.
But it
So I
and
think
gloves
this
is
defense will come
included.
back with a little more
When they
aggressiveness. I mean,
see
they let
you,
them
that's
have
what
what they wanted.
It's like
Now
five,
they got to dictate
what,
to this
$500 some
offense a
dollars,
little
I
bit.
want to say? 500? Yeah.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Firing to the right, complete. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones. And to your point, I like that. Jalen Hurts, really good runner. They built it around his feet. You know, Bryce Young, really good passer. Tua Tagovailoa, really good passer. More about the passing game, explosive passing plays. So they'll do whatever it takes to win.
Now on second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but there's so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
Nice pitch and catch there. They'll have enough for the first down.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a first down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about. It's his legs, too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quick pass on the jet motion. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking to throw, it's Pope. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding, I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Alabama trying to convert this fourth down. Try to get it on the ground. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your own line, I say go for it every time.
Trying to barge their way in. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know, at this area of the field, it's really tough to...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put 2 hands on the football, lower his shoulder. 2nd and goal. You don't need 3rd and goal, thanks to the big fella.
Yeah.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Middle Tennessee put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Blue Raiders had 0 issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Auburn lines up quickly. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got it down the left. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the run. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes that Alabama offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you...
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
He's not afraid to go deep. And he makes the catch at the 25. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
He's looking for an open man on second down. He lofts one down the sideline. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
Good pass protection isn't just offensive line, right? Running backs also have to be able to pick up the blitz. That running back did an outstanding job. That allowed his quarterback to just buy a little bit more time before making that throw.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now on second and goal. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball, I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on third and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers.
Yeah, and he did a really good job selling this, dropping back to pass, waiting a little bit of time, and giving his running back a chance to run down the field. He runs the real route. He's open, throws a strike, gets in for the touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have got everybody right now.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, you know, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfectly.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
Yeah, and they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after quarterbacks. It's one of the staples of these Auburn teams all throughout the years.
This is a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Pope, feeling some heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. These guys scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Now a chance to really dig their way out of this hole.
Yeah, and it's complimentary football, right? Offense doing their job, scoring, defense getting the stop. Offense has got the ball right back. Palmer, go back to that last drive, revisit it, and rehash some of the same plays.
Yeah, and if you're the quarterback here, think about where are my best matchups too. We're going to have to throw the football at some point here, so where do I want to take advantage of this defense and what areas of the field, and where are my best opportunities?
They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Here comes that Alabama offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing and build this lead from.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He looks that one in nicely. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Caught. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a 1st down like they did there.
Lost one deep down the right side, and they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another. He'll take a shot. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown time.
How about the day for this one? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. Texas Tech was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans in Lubbock. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been Red Raider Nation, who will enjoy this win. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Auburn sends out the punting unit. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David. You've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your play,
he hurls one deep down the left side. And the pass hits, picked off. Got room on the return. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. That was not a great throw. Might even call it ungood. Tried to put some air under it and just made it too easy.
I don't think the quarterback had a lot of confidence in where he was going with that football, Reese. I mean, that's a ball that needed to get there so much sooner. You got to put a little bit more mustard on that throw, and just lobbing the ball down the field like that, I don't know. You're asking for an interception.
And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And the ball is picked off. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40.
not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and then forcing the turnover.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
You want to change some of this bad luck you've had so far around? Get after the quarterback and get his butt on the ground. Nice job by the defense. This game ain't over. It's still the first half. This is a good start.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. He makes the connection. At the 35, he's open. Good, solid tackle.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. Grabbed in the middle. It's McPherson. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking for a man. It's Pope. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates.
Oh, picked off. And he will step out of bounds, but what a way to get the ball back for his offense.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
DBs will try to keep everything in front. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. that's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, from Tuscaloosa to the Plains, there are some ornery folks and some emotional fan bases enjoying a soda pop and a lot of trash talk in this battle between the Tide and War Eagle.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on the street.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Now adjusting. Going to try to get it himself. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Puts him in the spin cycle. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
This defense will try to force a fourth down on third and short from the 45. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on fourth down.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
I don't blame the quarterback for taking that shot either, man. He's cooked up with this guy twice today for scores. Give him another try. They just couldn't get on the same page on that.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Gets it out fast. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, this defense is trying to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up, try to confuse the QB. It's not working. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. They're going to ride this running back. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Bama! And the pummeling has started. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, though.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Wide receiver shows motion. They go to the ground. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Can't make the catch, and it'll be third down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man! And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Starts to scramble to the left. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Now improvising. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
Oh, this is a bad shank. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. Here comes that Alabama offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
It is hard to get sacks on screens. I mean, the offensive linemen stay with you for a little bit. Defensive linemen squirt through. A lot of times they read the screen and backpedal. Not on this one. They got through, got to the quarterback, got him on the ground. Not good execution by the offense, but it still counts as a sack.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Scanning the field, it's Pope. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch, called for and made. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll pull it down. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Those always sting a little bit when you get so close to getting the QB to the ground, creating a negative play, and then all of a sudden he turns it into something positive. Just really annoying as a defensive guy.
Breaks the tackle. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. He gets a block. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Gets it out quickly. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Pope. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the route is on. The Tide is rolling as Alabama starts to pull away from Auburn.
Yeah, and Alabama handling the moment. Obviously, we know they got great players, great tradition, but handling the moment in the Iron Bowl, big stage, a lot of hatred, doing a great job of handling all of that, Palmer.
And Alabama knew coming into this game, you just throw the records out when you're playing your in-state rival, Auburn. What matters is what you do on the field when that first whistle blows. And Alabama simply, in all 3 phases of the game, they've been better.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Clemson is putting on a show offensively. It feels like this one was over when they touched Howard's Rock. They're up by 17 over South Carolina. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting.
Fires one high and deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. He's going to run it. At the 35, he's got room. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. It's complete to the left.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Fires to the right. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. Here comes that Alabama offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over a hundo on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air, it's Pope. Works the middle. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. You need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
This offense has a second down play. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. They'll try to get it through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Fresh set of downs after the completion.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
To throw, it's Pope. He's got his man. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
How good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
Just feeds the running back. Touchdown, Alabama! And the stomping has commenced. They put up another score here in the 4th, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and a step.
And they got him for the sack.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
They're working that left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
And he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Got it in the middle. It's McDowell. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Uncorks it. It's caught downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Going for 6. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Lining up for the PAT. Splits those uprights right in half.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away, and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
Looking to throw, it's Pope. Quickly to the tight end. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David. No question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's McDowell.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
They keep attacking through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Burke. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
And this junior loves to show off that big arm. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's McDowell. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football.
And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Syracuse packed a wallop today, and in many ways felt like it packed Otto's Army with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead it felt like a walk through the park in central New York. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. You know what's great about rivalry games?
I know. Okay.